I think when it comes to AI automation, the tech and tools, and where business owners struggle is going to be friction. And how do we streamline that process? So I feel like the leads and the users who are coming to websites and interacting with your business, there's generally friction involved. How easy is it to find the answers you're looking for? How easy is it for me to move to the next step?
Welcome to Super Entrepreneurs Podcast. I'm your host, Shahid Durrani. Today we have with us Christopher Troka. Chris, he's a focused and creative person with love for all things business. After starting and growing his own business, he's now helping other entrepreneurs by offering them marketing services to help them grow. Looking forward to speaking to you, Chris. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, Shahid. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. So tell me, I know your bio says marketing, but I think you have went beyond that. You created some sort of a tool to help businesses. Can you elaborate?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been in business for over 10 years. And one thing I noticed is that the tools and technology that I've stumbled upon have really unlocked the full potential of my business and other people's businesses as well. And I just fell in love with technology and tools. So we got together with a team of developers and other entrepreneurs as well to create this 14-in-1 business tool that can help customers streamline their business, improve the personalized communication, and we power that using AI and automation.
Yeah. So Chat GPT.
Yes, we have a ChatGPT powered AI chatbot, which is I've played with a lot of different chatbots in the past 6 months, and ours is probably the easiest to train and easiest to get set up, which is really cool. So this is great for businesses that are in need of customer support or they need speed to lead. So when someone visits your website,
Yes.
is there one spot that they can go to answer and ask questions and move through the next step? And it's really cool because our AI chatbot can actually collect lead information based on custom forms that you create. So your chatbot will ask custom questions based on what you give it, which is really cool.
Cool. Majority of this program is chat. For example, when someone comes onto a website, say it's an e-com website, traditionally what happens, they come, they look around. If they ask for help, they will check with the chat box. But in your situation is if somebody comes there and say, hey, how's it going? A lot of our guests or visitors that come to a website, they like this item a lot. Have you ever tried this item? So do you start the conversation? Is that what's happening here with this AI?
Yeah. So you as the business owner are able to tell your chatbot what you want to start the conversation with, where you want the conversation to go. And based on that it trains on your website in literally seconds. It's the coolest thing ever. And you can then decide what pages do you want to omit from the training data? What additional information do you want to give to it? So it's a great way to help nurture that lead and that buyer throughout their journey.
And this also includes the email follow-ups as well, if somebody opts in through that process?
Yeah, absolutely. It includes advanced automation based on human behavior like clicks and opens, and then conditional logic. So if they viewed this product or if they like this or chose that, then we can start to segment those leads and deliver personalized email based on their selections.
Awesome. What else does it
Yeah.
do?
It does the other 12 items that it does. It includes a calendar for meeting appointments and bookings. And then, of course,
Third
you can
party
do
or your own development? Sorry to
our own
interrupt.
development. Yeah, we have our own
Okay.
Calendly style meeting calendar.
Okay.
Yeah. And then obviously, because it's in one system, based on that meeting, you can actually send personalized selective email follow-ups based on the calendar bookings. And again, I'm sure most of us out there love our calendar apps. They have been so helpful in saving time and saving money for us. So the calendar feature is another big one there. We also have inside of their landing pages. So these are one of the fastest fastest landing
Like a
pages
widget
according. It's a full landing page, or like
you
a website
provide.
page. Yeah.
So the drag and drop website builder is included.
Yes,
That landing
absolutely.
page included. Okay. So
Absolutely.
you can
So
as a lead gen or a funnel as well, a sales funnel, value ladder.
yes, absolutely.
Hmm.
And in that landing page, you can create your own custom forms as well. And probably one of the more advanced form builders that I've seen. And based on the form, you can also create advanced automations.
So like a survey can go right in and find out majority of the details from that visitor in an automated way.
Absolutely.
Hmm. And anything else you want to share?
Yeah, absolutely. So I find that business owners are lacking focus and they're unsure of.
No, in the feature list. Anything else that we didn't touch upon that
Oh,
it
of
has?
course. Yeah, it has a membership portal so you can password
Okay.
protect content for your users
Okay,
and
good.
again segment that data based on who they are, based on the permissions that you provide to them. The email automation there, the automation on itself is completely incredible because you can actually we have direct integrations with using webhooks with Pabbly Connect and Zapier. So if you want to take your automation to the next level, you can use our system as the glue to send data back and forth between other advanced automation systems as well.
Hmm. And data is everything.
Data is everything. We can learn
Yeah.
so much about our prospects and our leads by listening to them. And we need
Yeah.
something to be able to listen to them. So again, just by
Mhm.
taking in this data, we need to be able to take a step back and get this big bird's eye view of the business, of the customer's journey and what they're experiencing. And that way we can tweak and refine our process. What information do we deliver to them based on the content that they're going to be looking for?
Does this include call-ins and text messages, SMS?
You betcha, absolutely. So we
Oh,
have
nice.
we have a full phone IVR tree flow. So you can create your own custom prompt messaging. What action is going to happen during the phone call? Press 1 for this, 2 for that. It can send text-based messages. So that's great for lead nurturing. That's
AI.
great for the follow-up. That
So
one is more
artificial. No.
that one is more automation based, but it
Okay,
will be
got it.
coming soon with the text message.
Okay.
With
Okay.
our chatbot, what's really cool is we have what's called the human rollover feature. So this is
Mhm.
where
Oh,
anyone who is
yes.
interacting with the chatbot, if they ask to speak to support or whatever defined question you want asked, it will shoot you a text message or to your sales team letting you know someone wants to speak with a representative. Here's your conversation. Log in to continue that conversation. And you can text right back through your phone, and your text message, your reply will pop up right into the chat bot where the lead, that
Mm.
user can see what you wrote there.
Mm.
So again, it's more about empowering business owners to leverage this technology and tool to be able to improve their own business.
Mm. Everybody's online, everybody has a website. But say, for example, someone that doesn't have high traffic, some of these e-com stores they could still incorporate it because whatever kind of traffic they're getting is the data they can accumulate from those visits to understand how to improve that experience, right?
Yes, absolutely. I think it's a great tool for almost any business out there. There is at least
Okay.
2 to 3 pieces of the tool that would be beneficial for any industry out there. And it really depends on where that business is in their own like business journey and what are they hoping to do with it? What are their struggles? Because as much as we want to be the best at everything and say everything's included here, truth of the matter is
Of
there are some
course.
tools out there that
Yeah.
could be better suited. So for us with our landing pages and funnels, we are not like a shopping cart based experience. So those e-commerce platforms are going to be better off with a Shopify or similar style store and product. But if you have a few products or a special offer that you're making, it's going to go great within the fastest landing page you've ever had, the forms that fulfill the orders for you. It's just an incredible tool to take that
So,
work out of you.
mm. And for someone to start, is it a monthly fee or is it a one-time fee? How does it work?
Sure. Right now, we are doing a monthly subscription fee based on the service.
Okay. And the price bracket is around?
Sure. The price bracket that we're going to be going for is going to be between 49 and 150 per month. And that is
Okay.
going to depend on the features. We don't want to limit people too much
Yeah.
based on the features in here are just super cool and beneficial to business owners. We don't want to really gatekeep that. We want to empower them. So we are going to include a lot of the features, just limit them just a tad so they can really benefit from that and see how valuable it is. And then they can easily upgrade into that next tier.
Okay. Can you share in your experience, you must have done the analysis research and plus from your own experience in the marketing realm, the challenges that businesses would face implementing automation and AI to make their business more streamlined, to gather more data in the workflow? How do you feel your product or your software is better, or the challenges that businesses have been struggling with using automation?
Of course, absolutely. So I think when it comes to AI automation, the tech and tools, and where business owners struggle is going to be friction. And how do we streamline that process? So I feel like the leads and the users who are coming to websites and interacting with your business, there's generally friction involved. How easy is it to find the answers you're looking for? How easy is it for me to move to the next step? So one example for
Yeah.
myself is I actually run a wedding DJ and photo booth business here. That was my first business. And then this tool, I was able to streamline my process to do exactly that, was remove friction. So I created a 3-page membership portal for my clients. So now they are able to build their own quote online. They can take the next step to the sale, sign the contract and pay their deposit, and then they can work on their music and timeline. So this was my opportunity to realize, okay, I have a lead that comes into a website. I see that they make their purchase decision in 3 to 4 weeks, and they generally need about 5 to 6 touch points between that time frame. That's a lot of work for one individual or one team member to have to manually do themselves. So within the system, I created an automation that automatically generates the quote for them. So they pre-qualify themselves. Then the next step is 5 to 6 emails that are created based on their journey. Those are delivered to them for an extra touch point and nurtures them along the next step to the sale. So again, it's about streamlining, making it easier, removing the friction from the process.
Yeah, I understand. No, definitely. I'm just so excited about AI. What is gonna do for people? A lot of people
I
are
know.
scared. A lot of people are, it's gonna take over the world. But honestly, I feel like people in business, AI is going to amp up their income. It's going to make their life easier. It's going to give them more free time to enjoy with their family. What I see is these entrepreneurs sitting on a beach. I don't know. I'm not saying
Yes.
we're still going to we're still going to be
exactly
working,
it.
but I'm just saying where this could go. Literally, like AI could be running the entire business from all the way from lead gen. There's so many opportunities for creative beings like yourself to come up with ideas with this artificial intelligence. I'm not forcing the thought, but I'm allowing if something comes in that's good enough. I do, because of the show, I have a network, a pretty great network where I can pitch this kind of stuff with and get people in. But I'm just saying there's so much opportunity out there just in entrepreneurship world with AI, that
Yes.
the future for our kids, when they're going to be doing business, I think they'll have their different types of challenges, but what we're doing today won't make sense to them tomorrow.
No, absolutely. And I love your mindset behind AI, because that was my exact thought too. As soon as AI was coming out, ChatGPT launched, and then there was this fear. They're going to take over. What can it do? What are the limitations? And I was a bit hesitant at first until we actually started to use that tool. And we realized, okay, this could save a lot of time. Think of the creative ad copy. Think of Midjourney and how it can create these custom images. And leveraging all those tools and technology, I want to be on the beach somewhere, sipping drinks. And it is a huge time saver. But again, for me, I was like, It's, do I resist it? Do I push back on this AI? Or do we just accept it and see where it goes? And I think it is a huge time saver.
Yeah. Yeah. You definitely don't want to be in the audience when it comes to artificial intelligence. You want to
You
be
have
on
to stay.
stage. Yeah.
You
And
have
you
to.
did that, Chris. You
Thank
did
you
that, Chris. So, yeah. So tell me, Chris, can this be implemented for private communities, private groups? There's a landing page. They find out about a group. And I guess it would be the same process. They'll just go to the site and the message will pop up. You'll train it and it'll start communicating with that visitor to get them to join that private group.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there are a lot of different use cases for technology like this, which is really great. And that's something that we wanted to do, is just make this available to more and more people, no matter their industry. Because there are, again, 1, 2, 3 tools within the software that would just completely revolutionize their own business by just using just a few of the tools. If they want to use all of them, that's fantastic. But again, I feel like there's so much industry specific or niche specific CRMs or software. And even with my experience using those, setting them up, training employees for those systems, they're still lacking things. So there's never a perfect tool that's out there. It's all about making it work for what it is. It's the cost and benefit analysis that we're always trying to perform. But for us, I feel like what we have is a software within a software. There's a lot of capabilities within it, and that's your opportunity as a business owner to create your own software within the software. What actions do you want it to take? What do you want your forms to ask? What actions do you want to happen after those forms are filled?
Is that intimidating for anyone, or is it easy as?
So what's cool is that most everything is drag and drop. So it is pretty intuitive. However, it does take, for someone to really utilize the entire software itself, someone should be a little tech savvy. Now, we can keep it as simple as we want. It can be person fills out form, they get emails, they sign up. It could be as simple as that. But if you want to take it to that next level and say, okay, did they choose 1 out of 6 options? Based on those 6, do we display different dynamic content within the form to ask follow-up questions? Do we send out different emails? Because
but you can guide in that as well.
Yes.
Your staff. Okay.
Absolutely. Okay. So basically, business owners will come to us, and for us, we take a look at their sales process, see what they're doing wrong, and how do we make that better? How do we improve it? So for us, it's about improving the customer's journey and also saving admin time for the business. So crafting that all together is just about creating a better business for them, removing that friction.
So do you have any stats on the increase of lead gen through your system compared to someone who doesn't have it?
Yeah. One example I have for myself is through the DJ business is the lead to customer conversion rate before this was about 20%. So this was just a standard contact form. We'll get back to you within 24 to 48 hours. And that's a lot of time for someone to go research another competitor and move forward with their service. So for us, they
go to sleep by then.
Yeah. They're like, I couldn't find what I was looking for. I already found it. Thanks, but no thanks. So we went from a 20% lead to customer conversion into 35%, which is a huge jump. That's money on the table for any business owner. In addition, with our AI chatbots, for someone who had manual person responding to the inquiry, we were able to increase the speed to lead by 391%, which is obviously incredible. The sooner you can help your customer, the sooner you can help your lead, the sooner you can answer their question, the more likely that they're going to stick with you and not research other competitors. And that's so important for business owners. We're all trying to improve and get more sales, improve the customer experience.
Yeah. So it's really not based on the industry here, because this can be utilized in many different ways, even in a creative way. Sky's the limit with this, because you can have someone visit a site and you could just automate that relationship building. So even if you're not wanting to get that conversion right away, for example, as a podcast, you want to just build that relationship. Hey, hang around, subscribe, and see what we're all about. You could do that in here. You just have to program it, teach it what to do for those
Mhm.
people. And I'll love to see like a demo of this too. Do you have demos available?
Yeah, I do have a demo video of it, and we are offering a 14 to 30-day free trial depending on the package, so that people can play around in the system, see if it's the right fit for them, and then eventually fall in love with it and use it themselves. So I'm definitely going to hook you up with your own extended free
Ah,
trial access so you can play around.
nice.
You seem like someone who appreciates tools and technology, and I
Oh, I
see
do.
the way that your brain is turning already. You're like, okay, so if I
Yeah.
could do this, you're like, you're
Yeah.
seeing the benefits.
There's
You're
a
like,
few
how does this
few
fit?
ideas.
That's
No,
fantastic.
appreciate that, Chris. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you also do affiliate programs on this too?
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
Yes, but that is
Well,
it.
I could be your biggest commentator about this because I would love to see what we can do with it. I like to try things just to make sure it's good and also recommend it. Today, it's all about helping people grow, and people don't
Mhm.
have a problem with paying if the ROI is there.
Yes.
Everybody's looking for that edge. So I'm excited. I appreciate the fact that you came on this show. Can you share with us what you feel your innermost superpower is that got you to this point in life?
Hmm. I would say I have a really great knack for customer service, and that's how it first started. But I think what that
I can
evolved
tell.
into is being able to take a look at complex processes and simplify them. Just get this really, how do we dissolve this down into what is your end goal? What is your outcome? And how do we achieve that with the easiest way possible? It's always the path of least resistance. I think we're always looking for that. How do we demonstrate ROI? Again, people want their money back. And it's funny because as someone who is very frugal, I really watch every penny and dollar that I spend. It's really amazing to me how long I went without paying for anything, and then why did I wait so long? It wasn't until I started using that tool, any tool out there, that I'm like, why didn't I pay for this sooner? This saves me time. This
Mm,
saves me money, and it seems
yeah.
stupid that I went so long.
Yeah, so true, Chris. A lot of people say that after going through a coaching program, depending on who they got help
Hmm.
from. I say it all the time. I wish I didn't waste that time. There's so much out there. A lot of people just are not aware the help is out there. And they go through it. When I was going through my journey, I had no idea. I heard about these names, but I just thought they're just thought leaders. Like, I didn't even know the details of
Yes.
it. But there's so much benefits in these tools out there and these mentorship. They just get you to where you need to get to in the quickest way because they already been there. They already created something as
Yes.
well. So that's
Absolutely.
great, Chris. Great talking to you, my friend. Thank you so much for coming on our show. I appreciate you.
Same here. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Audience, thank you so much for joining us once again. Chris's information will be in the show notes. Take a look at his site. I believe he has that free offer to check out the software, play around with it, see if it can actually help you guys get more leads and more conversions. Who knows? And please let us know. Send us an email, send a message, whatever you want to do, a review. Either way, let us know how your experience was. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for helping us grow, and we'll see you next time. And thank you, Chris.
Thank you.